What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCanTV for this, another edition of CUBREACTS on a Thursday afternoon. It's Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. We're getting into this one next. Brand new from Bella, Shmurda, and Omah. It goes by the name Philo. Brand new visualizer for this one. It did drop overnight. Very excited to see how it sounds. As always, friends, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, of course, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. I'm really excited to get into this one. It's a collaboration that does make a lot of sense. Bella and obviously Omah have very unique styles, but I can see their sort of vocal tones intertwining. Omah's just had the album out, of course, and Bella is definitely on the up right now, so this should be a really interesting collab to get into. Without further ado then, let's see how it sounds. Let's go. Instrumental's tight.
Nothing where I no go do for my Philo. Rest on me like Philo. I'm a go for 10 kilo. Nothing where I no go do for my Philo. Rest on me like Philo.
This has got a real bop to it, man. You know the mad thing about this is this sounds like a 4-play instrumental. It sounds like I'm about to hear NSG go nuts. Like, that's the sort of vibe I'm getting off it. Again, a really nice, smooth introductory sounds. Really sharpened drums. Every drum on this has a real kind of potency to it. It has a real kind of like thwack. Like, every element is literally hitting you as it lands. Instrumental-wise, as in the instrumentation outside the drums, quite minimal. You've got these kind of floaty pad textures, quite a potent bass line down below working in conjunction with the drums. And the vocals sound very kind of low in the mix to begin with. Let's see where we go.
I like you, no be whining. You are IQ, they play for my mindy. I your white teeth to be shiny with your nose ring. You are
I like the dips. This is interesting because the vocals are so kind of thrown back in the mix. Like, they're not front and center. The vocals are essentially another instrument in this that are playing a part of the overall composition, which you don't tend to hear often, especially on a collab. You expect both vocals to be like out front and at the forefront of everything. In this, they've been mixed to be kind of part of the overall arrangement, which I actually quite like. It's different. It does give you a different kind of aspect on what you can do with vocals, even though they're choral. Like, the choral element of the vocal is even further stripped back. So you literally just have this really kind of powerful set of drum lines and percussion, and then the vocal is actually quieter than the drums. So it's an interesting one. It's not what you expect to hear, but it does give it a different kind of approach, which I'm always keen to hear. I'm always keen to hear things that sound a little bit different. Let's go, Omah.
Nothing I no go do for my Philo. My personal holo show. For the days I'm on the low. Nothing I no go do for my baby. We cuss and then discuss.
Do you know where I think Omah would sound really, really good? I think Omah would do really well on a colour session. I'm really surprised he hasn't done one yet, but that's definitely something I could see happening because it suits his sort of sound, his style, his whole sort of imagery would work really nicely in that kind of vibe, especially if he did it with The Boy Alone, which I think is like a purple cover. That would look really, really cool with purple as the background. That would look awesome. But yeah, his vocal on this sounds great. Again, utilising the space of the instrumental. His vocal's actually a little bit further forward in the mix, so you can hear that kind of natural breathy texture that you get off his tonality. Again, nice melodies, nice kind of dips and weaves in and around the pockets that the rhythm is creating. This is smooth, man. Nice way.
When I hit up my hammer, my selector, another nigga, she did take her, pimpin' that. I cannot play with her.
Flow is cold.
Rest on me like Philo. I'm a go for 10 kilo. Nothing where I no go do for my Philo.
You hear what I mean, though? The difference in the two vocals is crazy because you're listening to Bella's vocal and it is so much further back in the mix. Like, you can hear how much further back in the mix it is. You then go into Omah's, which is a lot more pushed forward. And Omah's vocals actually tend to be a little bit more reserved. So it's an interesting kind of almost variation in what you expect to hear from both of them. But Bella's vocal is sick, though. I love how catchy it is, despite the fact that it's very much part of the composition. It's like a catchy piece of instrumentation, which is a cool way of doing this. Omah's verse, great, though. Really good use of pockets and rhythms and things like that. This is a cool tune, man. Again, it's quite short. It's 2 minutes 45, but it's a cool tune.
I'm a good 10 kilo. I like you, no be whining. You are IQ, they play for my mindy. And your white teeth to be shiny with your nose ring. You are bad and I like you.
I love how powerful this choral section is as well, because it does just lift everything up, doesn't it? Like, this section here just sounds like this is an experience that we're getting at the moment. It's a sonic experience that does push the track to a different level. This is cool though. Again, I love how different it is on a production level, on a mixing and mastering level, because mixing and mastering, mixing especially, is a point of preference. Like, some people love their vocals really far forward, some like them further back, some people like really loud drums, some people like really loud sort of melody instruments, some people like really stripped back melody instruments, some people like really stripped back drums. So it's cool to hear how potent the actual drum sections are on this. Like, you can hear every single drum hit, just like every part of it, the transient in them is so kind of potent. And it's just different to listen to, which is always cool. I love hearing this, especially from Bella Shmurda and Omah, who are both quite experimental in their own right.
Put it in, make I put it in shape, I put it in.
That bass instrument as well is really cool. Very metallic, very moogie, like dong, dong, dong. It's not quite log drum-esque, it's more moogie, but it does give the whole thing this kind of thuddy low end, which again ties into the potency of the higher pitched drums, their vocals being quite stripped back. It feels definitely as though their vocals are just another piece of instrumentation as part of this as a composition, but it's cool, and I do enjoy how different it is. I like that bass instrument though, very kind of nice, gnarly, low end hitting. It's a cool sound. What we'll do then is we'll let this one run through to the end and then give it our final breakdown. Bella Shmurda and Omah with Philo. Let's go.
Put it in, yeah, baby, put it in. Put it in, shave, I put it in. Will you live it in? Yeah, can you live it in? I put it in.
There we go. Visuals by Jabril, I think that's pronounced. But yeah, very cool video. Again, it's a very good... This is what a visualizer should be. Just like sort of off-the-cuff footage, people doing things that have been edited in a cool way. This is exactly what a visualizer should be. Not super, super intense kind of editing or filming or lighting-wise. Just a cool environment and videography. That's what I think a visualizer should be, and they've done that very well. The whole approach to this is cool, though. Again, different on the production level. I love how kind of alternative it is, utilizing vocals in a very different way. And then on top of that, you do get that Omah lay verse in the middle, which is a bit more typical of this sort of sound, although it's very different for Omah. So again, lots of variations, lots of things you weren't expecting to hear, or at least I wasn't expecting to hear on this from a production point of view. Very cool though. Again, a nice addition. Bella Shmurda, Omah lay with Philo. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this tune in the comments section down below. I'm very keen to hear your thoughts. Again, is this a collaboration you saw coming? Is it a collaboration you'd like to see happen again? Would you like to see Omah lay taking more of a kind of front role in his vocal lines, especially following on from the Boy Alone album? Would you like to see Bella Shmurda being more stripped back in future? Let me know all your thoughts on this one. I'm very keen to hear. And as always, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, of course, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and we shall see you all next time, friends. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CUBREACTS TV. Stay locked.